What's going on, guys? Simorgh here. Finally out of the lab with some new Harpie content. And guys, the day has finally come. The day that we've been trying to avoid for as long as possible. Our boy, Simorgh, Bird of Sovereignty, is finally banned. And if you guys know anything about my channel, pretty much every single video has centered around Simorgh somewhere in the combo in some way, going back to my very first video. And guys, it's a huge hit. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Harpie's definitely not going to be played in the same way in the TCG going forward as they have been in the past. Hopefully we get some new support down the line. You know, I've been waiting for that pet dragon retrain for a very long time. It's part of the reason why I've been on hiatus for making content, is just because Konami won't give us this damn card. And even in Master Duel, it wasn't released from the beginning. But I digress. We'll get it eventually. And yeah, guys, just to give you guys a quick update on what's been going on with me. So reason why I haven't been making a lot of content, aside from not having much new stuff to talk about, is I recently bought a house, I got promoted at my job, and I got married. So a lot of life stuff has been going on. It's been a very blessed year for me. 2021, I know it's been very difficult times for many, but you know, for Simorgh over here, it's been pretty nice. But all of that has pretty much resulted in me not being able to make as much content as I know I would have liked to, and you guys would have liked to. I've been getting a lot of support from everybody in the Harpie Discord, people messaging me on social media, just, asking me questions, and I definitely appreciate that. When anybody reaches out to me, I always give them what I've been working on, in secret lab stuff, even if it doesn't make it onto the channel. So be sure to join the Harpie Discord if you want to, talk to me one-on-one or with the rest of the great community that we have over there. Just a lot of like-minded individuals, all just trying to play Harpie ladies as the best they can. But anyway, guys, the reason that we're here is I gotta share the spice. Simorgh is gone, but do not despair. The TCG still has a lot of crazy stuff that we can do with this ban list. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so starting out with the main combo, this one's gonna be Harpie Channeler or any 3 level 4 monsters. So we're going to start off by normal summoning the Channeler and pitching our Feather Duster. And of course our Meta Sheep opponent's just going to shotgun that Ash. But you know how we go on this channel. We're always opening Featherstorm, negate those hand traps, bring out the Perfumer. Perfumer's going to grab us Elegant Egotist from the deck, and our Meta Sheep opponent's just going to throw that Droll and Lockbird, can't be bothered to read our effects, doesn't know that all their monsters are negated, doesn't do anything to us, and then we're going to go ahead and go off to fire Elegant Egotist and bring out the Vanilla Harpie Lady specifically from deck. Definitely need Vanilla for this combo in particular. So then we're going to overlay into the Force Strix. Number 1, Force Strix is going to grab us the Singing Lanius, and our opponent's going to try and shotgun that Nibiru. Again, going to resolve negated thanks to that Featherstorm. Just playing around everything here, we go and link off into Y Strix, bring out the Zephyros from deck, and make Force Strix number 2. Force Strix number 2 is going to grab us Raider's Wing and trigger Y Strix second effect to be able to set the rank up magic Soul Shave Force from the deck, which we're then going to fire off, pay half of our life, and upgrade into a Cyber Dragon Infinity. Then we're going to activate the Raider's Wing effect from hand to detach the material from our Force Strix and bring it out. And we're going to link those 2 off into Romulus. Romulus is going to grab us Ravine. Ravine's going to activate. We're going to pitch and grab Dragunity Legatus, bring out the Legatus, and go into Dagda. Then we're going to use our Zephyros effect from grave to bounce our Dragon Ravine, summon itself out, and take the 400 damage there. And then we're going to activate Ravine again, and we're going to be able to chain the Dagda since we activated a card on the field, and set Artifact Scythe directly from the deck. So you can probably see where this is going. So we set the Scythe, and then we're going to make Anaconda with those 2 and activate Ravine for the second time to send our boy, the World Chalice Guard Dragon. It's going to go ahead and bring out the Vanilla Harpie Lady from grave, which we overlay into our Tornado Dragon. And finally, we're going to activate Anaconda's effect to send Fusion Destiny, and along with the Destiny Hero Celestial and Dasher, to bring out the boy himself, the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. So on our own turn, we're going to activate Phoenix Enforcer to pop our own copy of Dragon Ravine, and then chain its effect in the graveyard to make sure that it comes back during the next standby phase. So we're going to pass turn here and go to our opponent's turn, and in the draw phase, we're going to go ahead and fire off that Tornado Dragon, targeting the Scythe immediately to kind of force out any kind of quick effect negation that the opponent may have drawn. Maybe they have Droplet, Forbidden Chalice, Maybe they top deck Imperm for their 6th card, but we're going to go ahead and be met here by this Forbidden Droplet. Opponent's going to pitch monster effects so that we can't use the Infinity to chain negate, but if they get Imperm or Chalice, then we could have just negated that with Infinity as well. But they're going to hit us with the Droplet and prevent our Tornado Dragon from popping the Scythe. But since we popped DPE on our own standby phase, we're able to bring it back out, use its effect in the standby to pop the Scythe regardless, before our opponent even gets into their main phase to be able to Dark Ruler. So DPE is going to trigger again, we bring out the Scythe and lock the opponent out of the extra deck. So now the opponent is locked out of the extra deck and they've just nagged big time trying to, send cards for cost with Droplet. And their Dark Ruler in hand is just not going to do anything. This Scythe is already resolved. They are locked out of the extra, and that should be a clean, good game from there. All right, now let's move on into the little bit more awkward combos. All right, awkward combo number 1. Now, what happens if we open up the Zephyros? So I've gotten this question a fair decent amount of times, and this is probably the most annoying card to open in this combo, but definitely fear not, because we can still put up a really good board even if we open up the Zephyros. So same thing as the last combo, we're going to be starting off with Channeler, pitch, going to Perfumer. Just going to let everything go through here now that you've seen it before in detail. Lady 1, straight into Romulus here instead of going for the Wise Strix right away. So Romulus is going to get us the Ravine. Ravine's going to go, and we're going to Ravine effect to pitch the Zephyros out of our hand to grab Legatus. Legatus brings itself out, and we're going to overlay for the 4 Strix here. We're going to grab the Lanius, and now we're going to go into Wise Strix. So Wise Strix is going to bring out the Raider's Wing from the deck, and we're going to use Zephyros to bounce the Dragon's Ravine, bring itself out, and we're going to go those 2 into the Dagda. So now we're going to activate Ravine, and then that's going to chain the Dagda effect to set the Scythe. And then we're going to be able to Ravine again and send the World Chalice Guard Dragon, brings out the Vanilla. And then we're going to be able to overlay these 2 for Tornado Dragon. So now this could be Dweller here, and it could have been Dweller on the previous board as well. But it's nice to be able to go Tornado Dragon if you know you're playing against a strategy that heavily relies on the extra deck so that you can get the double Scythe pop if the opponent opens Droplets. But if you're playing against a deck that relies on the extra deck but also is very graveyard reliant, such as like Phantom Knight or Drytron for example, then it might just be better to go straight for Dweller right away and then force your opponent to Droplet on Dweller, because that effect can be equally as devastating, and then just let DPE take care of the rest for the Scythe. So we're just going to go Tornado Dragon here, but remember that could be Dweller. Then we're going to go into Anaconda, send the 2 bricks and bring out the boy. And basically, we're left with the same board that we had previously, except there's no Cyber Dragon Infinity. So yeah, we can end on Dweller with DPE pop Scythe, just with no Infinity, and that's if we open up the Zephyros. Moving on into our last awkward combo, this is going to be World Chalice Guard Dragon plus Unexpected Die, and this combo actually does not rely on the normal summon at all. So if you have a normal summon Harpie, such as Perfumer or anything, then you can just drop that and add an extra rank 4 on top of this board as well. But we're just going to show what you can get with Unexpected Die plus World Chalice Guard Dragon. So we're going to fire off the die to bring out the Vanilla, and the Vanilla is going to link us into Imduck. And Imduck, the good boy, is going to let us summon the World Chalice Guard Dragon from our hand as an additional normal summon. So this is where our standard normal summon is preserved. And we go into the Romulus. Romulus grabs Ravine. We're going to World Chalice Guard Dragon to bring back the Vanilla and go straight into Dagda. Activate Ravine, chain Dagda, set the Scythe, and then activate Ravine again. And we're going to bring out the Legatus. And then Legatus is going to link off into the Anaconda, and we're going to be able to send the Fusion Destiny and get the DPE. So this is DPE Scythe without using the normal summon, and then if you had a Perfumer or something, you could summon that, make a rank 4, make like a Cyber Slash, and then have your Featherstorm live in hand. So this is a pretty solid combo that you can do if you open up Die plus the World Chalice Guard Dragon. And it might be worth considering maybe playing this card in multiples, I don't know. Doesn't really contribute to the main combo line, but it's really, really nice when you can open it up with just the hard opening the Vanilla or opening Die to preserve your normal summon. Getting into the deck profile. So yeah, this is just a template build that I came up with, not finalized. As you can see, the whole bottom row is all pretty much the bricks. All of them are okay to draw, with the exceptions of the 2, that I showed you earlier, and even those are not bad to draw because you can definitely still combo with them. So none of them are hard bricks, but obviously you would prefer other cards to be in your hand when you see them. So we got the 3 Featherstorm, the bread and butter of the deck. The reason why we use Harpies for this engine in the first place is just so we can blanket negate the opponent's hand traps. Sometimes you don't open great, but if you still open Featherstorm, it can just steal you games. This is definitely the heart and soul of the deck here. We got our triple Perfumer, triple Channeler, and the triple Vanilla Harpie Lady. This works if you open this plus the World Chalice Guard Dragon, and you need this to be able to make your second send with die get you another level 4. So it's definitely needed to play the 3 Vanilla. Got the 1 Egotist, the triple Unexpected Die, and triple Swallow's Nest. So Swallow's Nest is great because it lets you play around impermanence, and it also acts as more copies of Channeler. We got just our 1 copy of Ravine, triple Pot of Prosperity for a little bit more extra consistency, the 1 copy of Feather Duster in the main deck since it is a Channeler discard target, and it's great to see against back row decks now that skill drain is unlimited to 3. We got our 3 Forbidden Droplet ourselves, just to play through opponents like big monster boards, and then 3 Impermanents to play around the opponents Called by the Grave and whatever they have. Just a solid hand trap. So these 6 or 7 slots technically are defensive, but these 6 mainly are the flex spots that you can change out for whatever is most relevant to the meta that you expect to face. And then we have a row of bricks here at the bottom. Maybe there is justification for playing over 40 cards, but let's just go through them. We got the Legatus, World Chalice Guard Dragon, Zephyros, Raider's Wing, Singing Glanius. So you could also play like a Bora or Chris the Crack of Dawn if you fear opening one of these guys, but like I showed, opening any of these doesn't really make a difference except that you just don't end on infinity. We have our Artifact Scythe, surprised that didn't get banned, but it's here. We're gonna abuse it while we can since we lost our Simorgh. And then we have our DPE package. Again, while it's available, we're gonna use it. And then finally, the Soul Shaped Force is here to rank up into the infinity. Extra deck, we have the Cyber Slash Harpie Lady. We got Imduck. Imduck is nice. Just if you're going second, you can side in something like a Harpie's Hunting Ground to be able to turn Channeler into a level 7 and trigger the double Perfumer Search. Pretty bread and butter Harpie combos that allow you to start getting in archetype ways to pop back row. Very nice for going second, as well as when you open the World Chalice Guard Dragon, you need this to extend as far as possible. Romulus grabs Ravine, a very solid card. Wise Strix, of course, is basically the combo maker. Now that Elpie is gone, now that Simorgh is gone, got to rely heavily on Wise Strix to make plays. Dagda to set the Scythe. Anaconda can send, make DPE, or you can play Dragoon if you want to. Appaloosa, in case the combo doesn't go great, or if you have a read that your opponent is holding like a Nibiru or something, you can just throw monsters into Appaloosa and kind of, end their Nibiru line. Access Code Talker is good for going second and popping boards, getting in OTKs. We got our 2 rank 4s that we end on, which is the Tornado Dragon and the Dweller. Dweller, very underrated in my opinion in this upcoming format. I think it's going to be great against Phantom Knight, great against Drytron, which are decks that I expect to see. And it's not essentially dead against Eldritch. Sometimes you can just delay them that 1 turn of getting their Eldritch Grave effects off, and that'll be enough to get you the game. Then we have our Y-Strix package, basically, the 2 Force Strixes and the Infinity. We have Zeus to make. Usually you make this with like a Tornado Dragon if you're going second. Definitely can't sleep on Zeus. And then the boy himself, DPE. And then on the bottom here, we just have some other cards that I was considering, mainly going second, the Utopia Double OTK package. Maybe you side this in. We're already playing a lot of bricks, so I couldn't justify running it in the main deck, and I wanted to keep a clean 40, but this is definitely the best win con that this deck has going second since it's so rank 4 heavy. You could play Rafflesia, sending Gravedigger's Trap Hole to negate monster effects. Baguska is good going first and second. Going second, it's great to make Zeus with its attack mode effect. And then in defense, obviously, it's a pretty decent Floodgate. Hysteric Sign, Oracle, pitching Sign with Ravine. So we got a lot of Ravine discards, can net you back a lot of advantage, but it's hard to fit Sign and Unexpected Die and Swallow's Nest all in the same build. Maybe we do like a 2 Die, 2 Nest, and 2 Sign kind of ratio is possible, but I just chose to leave it on the side here. Then we've got like some anti-hand trap cards you could consider, like Called By, Mid-Breaker Field, Cross Out. Some rank 4 turbo monsters. These are just like free level 4 bodies basically that help you get into your combo a little more consistently. And finally, Dragunity Remus is something you can consider as like a 1 card, get you Ravine, get you Legatus, and then if you don't have anything like else, then you can just make like a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon or something like that. So not too bad by itself, but definitely worth consideration. And that is the template deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Sorry that I've been very inconsistent making content, but as I said earlier, I've just been waiting for that pet dragon to come out, and you know, you guys want to be here as soon as I make a video. Definitely hit that bell to make sure you don't miss anything in the future. Until then, this is Seto Mirza signing off. Peace.